Okay, hello there, I haven't made one of these in a while. Sonoid offered help too, asked me to look over a Dazzle game of theirs, so I went in, set up recording software, to try and make a video again. The replay's been a bit buggy, so I'll see how that goes. It's going at the right speed. Yeah. Okay, let's speed this up a little. Actually, it is probably worth looking at the teamage. Yeah, I don't see anyone at Prolmac. There's no like axe or anything in the game. There's a Husker on the team, but he's on the enemy team. There's no like massive synergy on his team for Graves. So it's always worth looking at though. Okay. I believe he's unranked. I don't think that he is. Yeah, I don't think he's ranked. I think he has about 140 games played. Okay, first thing, leveling the queue. I'm not 100% on this. I think that he's just following a guide here. And I honestly don't think that it's the best. Because especially it has you max out the Q first over your heal and over your W, and I think that really missed the point of the hero. I think that guide might actually just be straight up wrong, but I can't be 100% sure on that. I'd have to go look at pro replays and stuff. I know when I played Dazzle with a few of my higher MMR friends, and I used to just follow the fucking guide blindly back then, and they would get so pissed at me for maxing my Q. I think it is the wrong decision. I'll see though. We'll see how it goes here. You could have gone right click in there. Well, and that's always worth it. Yeah, right here you could have gone in like 2 or 3 right clicks. 52 damage and then minus the armor. Why the fuck can I select people? Whatever, minus the armor. It would probably be like 120 damage you'd be going into lane with that. So you'd probably have to use up another Tango or something. It's just something small, but I mean, you could have definitely gone in more there, and you could have still gotten the rune. Oh, okay, now I'm selected. Oh, onto the fucking Bloodseeker. Okay, you dropped the ward there, that's fine. Personally, I like to also at the beginning drop a ward like right here, and it basically guarantees that you'll have all the information you need in the lane. If you drop one like here, you get to see them teleporting in, you get to see them going around the side for ganks, you can probably get some extra like going on, you can see when creep waves are coming. It gives you a ton of information. I really like playing with the ward there. It just makes the laning so much more comfortable. Okay. Now let's see what you do here. What was the? Are you against like a Husker and a Bloodseeker? What was this lane? Yeah, you are. Okay, that's a fucking weird lane. Yeah, these lanes are real weird. The Bloodseeker's gonna have regen fast, so you are gonna want to focus on attacking the Huskar. Yeah, denying's fine too. It looks like they're pushing the lane anyway, so and your guy isn't, so pulling and stuff isn't that important. Although it definitely still is. Even if you're not doing it for lane control, if you can safely come over here, pull this camp in, I hope, if you know 12 seconds, 42 seconds around either of those, you go attack the camp, pull it down here. You can also like stand right here because the neutral camp attacking you is actually what aggroes the creeps, same as like when a hero right clicks you, it aggroes the creeps. When a neutral camp attacks you, it aggroes the creeps. So if you stand like right here, it'll aggro the creeps a bit faster if you're like cutting it close. Then you either want to cut down this tree or this tree. If you're a ranged hero, this tree is probably better, but it's definitely harder to do. And once there's like 2 of these alive and 1 about to die, you attack this camp, lead it here. You probably want to do it when they have a bit more health, because you can get here and then attack one of them down, and that's easier to do than, like, if you get it early, you can fix it, but if you get it late, you can't. This side is kind of the same rule. It's I think it's a bit easier just because the camp's willing to walk farther out, but then it pulls the lane this way instead of this way, which they can contest. And if they have a ward there, or just once they notice suddenly the lane's like fucking back here, they'll probably walk into their jungle and they'll see you. And against a Bloodseeker and a Huskar, that's bad. But once again, even if it's not about controlling the lane, what that does is it'll give you levels in the jungle and it'll give TA levels out here. So like both of you get levels. It's just better. You end up with more XP. It keeps these guys, because if the lane's back here, they really can't, or if it's even under tower, like they have a much harder time getting within XP range. They're already splitting XP, so they're gonna end up behind. It's just something you really want to work on in sport. I'm still working on getting the pull through just right, but it is super important. If you do it right, it should win you these lanes, especially against these weird fucking double core lanes that they have going, because it denies them more CS than they were already being denied, and more XP than they were already being denied. Like every part of having 2 cores in a lane, it makes worse when the lane's constantly like back here, back here. If your TA can keep it back here, TA might just end up leaving under tower, but she should be leading them back to here. And you could like drop a ward or something to make sure they're not standing here. Back to player perspective. Why the fuck am I seeing Bloodseekers? But the replays are bugged, like badly. Also, you still haven't used the sword. You do want to get that down. You want to get that down right at the beginning. You generally want to drop wards whenever it's kind of natural to. Like if you want to drop wards in their jungle, go for a gank while you're at it, stuff like that. So when you're coming back from the rune, that would have been a time when it was natural to either when I buy 2 wards and I'm in the safe lane, I like to try and get one mid, because I feel like that's really good for my mid player. It helps them see any ganks coming in or anything. Like you can like drop it over here. It's not that far out of the way from over here. A ward here is always fine. Gives you vision of the rune, gives you vision of ganks. Or one here. Like those are the 3 spots I go for. I'll generally choose 2 depending on how the game goes. Like if my mid's not against someone who's a threat or I don't see anyone who can gank him, then I won't. But like against Huskar and Slark and stuff, there's a lot of shit that can jump on a Shadow Fiend. And if they're decent, they're going to try to. Like you just have to think about these things. You have to try and think about what their game plan is. And killing the Shadow Fiend's probably part of that. So I think a ward mid would have been pretty good here. I'm not too sure about the ward there, because your lane's not one they want to gank, but they're also probably idiots, so they might. But like a TA Dazzle's not a lane that they can easily get a kill in unless you lane badly and these guys get the kill anyway. So yeah, I would have dropped one mid, is what I'm saying. Probably one at the wards, and one at the rune might be fine. I don't see too much of an issue with that. Back to player perspective. Okay. But what I was saying about the heal is you can get heal nukes in. Maybe here, maybe not. It might push out the lane, but like if they ever stand near your creeps, and they don't have a creep wave, so you don't have to worry about pushing the wave, you can just heal and you do a ton of damage, and it's probably more damage than the poison. And in a lane like this, I don't really see you and TA getting a kill. Both these guys are going to be tanky, they're both going to have life steal pretty early on. So the kill is probably not happening, so the Q is pretty pointless. Whereas some levels in E and W might save someone. I mean, you're gonna level up your E, then it's probably gonna level your Q, then your W. I think is the build it goes for, if you're following a guide. I assume so. Once again, I'm only like 2K, so don't like take my word on skill builds for Dazzle as like the word of God, but I think at the bare minimum, Q first and maxing Q is super situational. Okay, that's kind of the ward, but this ward's vision, why can't I? That ward's vision probably goes down to like here, your towers goes like to there. It's like there's a lot of overlapping vision there. Like, it would be better if you want vision of your jungle to put one here, or if you want vision of them to put one like here, without all the overlap. Yeah. And also, most of the time, your creep waves, like, this is where your creep wave naturally wants to be. So why would you have a ward right behind it? When it could be there, covering more. Getting the tower is a big important part. Seeing people teleporting into your lane is pretty important, because you're already seeing anyone walking down here, unless they're walking down here invis, which is a Riki, but that's not going to help you spot a Riki either. Or, or a Slark, I guess they have both. But either way, it's not, like, the amount of information this ward's getting you isn't that much as compared to this. And maybe it would be fine if this wasn't here and you need to see someone, like, coming across here, but what if they just came down here or something, or over there? You'd still miss them.
For the twins.
Also another trick to pull the lane back. I actually don't see this done much, but so it could be like bad, but I don't think it is. Whenever your creeps get below half health, if you want to pull the lane back, you can just auto attack them. It doesn't have to be for the deny. You can just auto attack your own creeps, and it'll always pull the lane back because it's like the enemy's auto attacking your creeps. It doesn't even make it actually makes the last hit harder for them to get because it's like they have a siege creep in their lane too or something. Attacking it like that always makes last hits harder. And you're also not guaranteeing yourself the deny, like if you were trying for it, but you're probably going to make them lose out on more. See, you hit your Q on him and it does nothing. You actually took more damage there than him. So, it just doesn't seem like it was... it's a good skill to max. Okay. Back off here, because you're not going to get the kill on him. Okay, you should have clarity'd right there, because you don't have... Okay, there you go. I was going to say you don't have mana. This might cancel it. No? Okay. Yeah, that canceled it. I don't think that was smart. Stacking the small camp isn't worth it anyway. If you want to be stacking a camp while doing your pulls, you can always push the lane out of it and go for these side pulls. 53 from this camp. It'll stack it and pull the lane and kill the lane. But the lane has to be a bit pushed out to do it, because right now it wouldn't work. And your TA is playing really scared, so that's probably not the plan. But just going for pull-throughs, it's much easier. Well, it's not easier, but it's less time intensive and it just works better. Because this, like every time you do it, a few of the small creeps will die. So, like the camp becomes less powerful, so you have to stack it again and then pull, and you can't just keep doing it. Whereas pulling through to these camps, you can keep doing. But yeah, I see that the plan there is to pull. It's just stacking and pulling isn't good. If you look at any pro game, you'll never see anyone stack and pull the small camp. And there's a very good reason for it. Okay. Just another thing I noticed. It is 3 minutes right now, and you haven't fought the Flying Courier. That's not once again huge, but you do need to get to it at some point, and it's kind of best to get it done right at 3 minutes. You can open it up, shift left click it, add it to your quick buy bar, and you'll have a little timer counting down if you need that. But I mean, you're also looking at the clock because you just hit a stack, so and you knew it was 3 minutes, and it's best to just probably get a Flying Courier as soon as possible. I mean, I can go look at these other guys and see if any of them like have anything they need brought to them. Shadow Fiend's about to finish up his bottle. Marana has shit. Sniper might have something brought out to him soon. TA probably gonna have something brought out to her in a bit. She's not farming right now. I also just want to look at the last hits, see how much this not farming thing is actually hurting your TA. Yeah, 3 last hits as opposed to 6, and Huskar's 2, because apparently Huskar's absolute trash, but yeah. You guys are actually, okay, you guys are doing decently well in the net worth, but it's not due to your lane, which is weird because your lane's the one with the Dazzle in it, so your carry should feel pretty safe. Okay, you did get a 2nd level in your E, so maybe you weren't following the guide, I thought, okay. Okay, yeah, that's Shadow Fiend getting his bottle right now, just like I said, and flying. Okay, there you go. A bit late on that. Also, when you buy it, you can just click that boot icon right down there, and it'll speed up the courier to whoever's getting it. Because I probably don't know, it just got upgraded. You can just click that button right there. They'll get their item faster. They probably won't even know what happened, but whatever, it helped them out. Then it's not that far out of the way if you're already buying the courier. Yeah, you guys probably are going to want to push the lane out a bit now, and it is 'cause it's under tower. Because you need to get to the side shop and buy boots, I assume. You also need to be planning to buy another set of wards. So this one's gonna die at 6 minutes about. Well, this one's probably gonna die at like 7 because you put it down late, but this one's nearly done. There's also a haste rune here. You just want to keep track of that. Yeah, I'm not paying it out for your team. Maybe the Shadow Fiend wants it, but if there's a haste rune down here and someone on their team gets it, they're gonna come for a gank. Same for like a double damage or an invis rune. If they get it, there's a real good chance like someone's gonna try and kill you. So that's kind of one of those times you just really want to be staring at your minimap. Healing there probably wasn't the best idea because I told them where she was. They probably already knew, but you never know. She's dead because you don't have a level of Shallow Grave right now because you got the Q for over it. Oh, did you have it and you just didn't have mana? Okay, that was a misplay right there. Always leave yourself mana for Shallow Grave, no matter what. That got your TA killed, 100%. Not like literally no question about it. If you had Shallow Grave there, she would have lived.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So that's basically like a rule of thumb on Dazzle, like, except for very few exceptions, always make sure you have Shallow Grave. It's kind of like Skeleton King. Always make sure you have mana for your ult. It's such a good ability, and you never know when you're gonna need it. That you just can't risk not having the mana. You're auto-attacking the creeps right there. You should be last hitting. Like you have to be really good at last hitting, especially as a support, because there's so few last hits you're gonna have the chance to get. That okay, Bloodseeker has that haste rune right now, and he's gonna kill mid. So yeah, like I said, every single fucking time someone gets a haste rune, there's gonna be a gank. So you should have, like I said, at least pinged it out. But whatever. Someone else might have. I don't know. But yeah, what I was saying is, as support, you need to be able to get last. It's just better because you're gonna have a much smaller chance to actually. Okay, your TA is going in on this again, which is a bad idea. And once again, you just you don't have a Shallow Grave again, and she might die if she goes for something here. She's already taking a shit ton of damage. You're having to aggressively zone out the Husker. She's gonna die here, I'm willing to bet, and it'll be because you don't have Shallow Grave. Yep. Again. Okay, you picked up the kill. That's fine. You might die to Bloodseeker here, but I doubt it. If you run away through the trees, you'd be good. You could cast your Q on him and slow him while you run away. But whatever. He missed like honestly 3 or 4 right clicks on you, and that probably would have given him a speed boost. You just got boots, so there's that. You can go buy your man boots, and you know that. Okay. So far, the most massive mistakes I've seen, other than just like not zoning a bit or not doing the pulls properly, is you're just not keep leaving yourself mana for Shallow Graves. Both times you didn't have mana for a Shallow Grave, they killed your carry. So just always, as Dazzle, look at your mana before you cast a spell. And the math for that's not that hard to do, because you know Shallow Grave's 150, and the only other spell you're really gonna be throwing out like that, at least this early, is your heal. What's it even called? Shadow Wave. So it just, you don't even have to like do subtraction. It's just, if I have more than 260 mana, I can do this. If I don't, I can't do this. Okay, Okay, you did just buy a ward, but you should have bought more than that. You should have gotten wards a while ago. Like I said, at 6 minutes they died. Your team doesn't have any vision other than of the bottom lane where your creeps already are, kind of right now. I don't exactly know what you're doing. Are you just okay? Securing the runes. Okay, are you going for a gank? You're going for a gank against this just against the Slark and a Ricky. The Slark's not 5 yet and isn't 6 yet, but oh, they do have they have a sentry there. What the fuck is this warding? That also explains why you can only buy one ward. Whoever the fuck dropped these is an idiot, but don't worry about that. I don't see this kill happening, but maybe you'll get it. Maybe you'll get it. Who knows? Slark, even before he has his invis, is super escapable. Well, maybe you will. She's gonna throw out an arrow, and it's gonna hit him because he's a fucking idiot. No, it didn't. Okay. Okay, that was just awful on their part. You know what? That worked out well. I'm absolutely astounded that it did. If the Ricky just didn't try to attack you, you guys wouldn't have killed that Slark. Miran didn't have enough mana to leap, so it wasn't like she could chase him. But whatever, it worked. That's fine. He's dead now. If you had a teleport scroll, you could have teleported in right there. I'll go back. Back. Okay, so you just got this kill. Okay, now let's see how early you could have teleported. Okay, ping started coming out right there, so you should have looked, saw the Bloodseeker there. It's kind of one of those things you need to be looking at your minimap. Also, if you don't already, I would recommend setting your minimap to this configuration where it's the hero icons. Okay, right now, if you had a teleport scroll, you could have teleported in, Shovel Graved him, and he would have been fine. But instead, you're walking over. Literally always carry a teleport scroll. That's absolutely huge. Like, always carrying a teleport scroll on you and looking around the map is probably like a 300 MMR boost right there. It'll allow you to have such a massive impact on the game comparably, especially as a support where you can just react, save your carries. Right now, Shadowfiend's net worth is like 3rd, and he has died 2 times. Especially for Shadowfiend, dying fucking sucks. If he hadn't died, he'd probably have like treads by now. It's 9 minutes, so let's add that onto the net worth. How much treads? Like 1,300. Yeah, he'd probably be on top of the net worth if he hadn't died those 2 times. And carrying a teleport scroll on you could have saved him, because one of them you saw the Bloodseeker hasted. That would have been a pretty good cue to teleport up here. I'm not sure if you had the time though, because I think there might have been something going on bot, but I don't think so. You could have teleported in when you saw the Bloodseeker hasted. I knew he was going for a kill the second I saw him grab that haste rune that I'd spotted earlier. Once again, there, pings came out. You saw Invoker cold snap him. You saw Bloodseeker coming. You should have expected, and you could have TP'd in, and he'd be on top of the net worth if you saved him from either of those. As Dazzle, saving your teammates is basically like the name of the game. Like, that's literally what your hero is designed to do. Just save your teammates. So you should be having teleport scrolls on you to do it. You're buying Chainmail, which for mech, I assume that's probably fine. I don't see too much of an issue with it. Your Templar Assassin is a fucking idiot. He's not last hitting. He's trying to go for some gank, even though the last 2 times he tried, it killed him. Your heal there told them exactly where the Templar Assassin was, if they didn't know. I should actually go back, honestly, to where you were before I started talking about that Shadowfiend shit. Oh, it was a while ago. Apparently I spent a while talking about Shadowfiend. Okay, there he dies. This is where we were. But yeah, Shallowgrave would have saved him there. You do want to, when you're going in to save him, if they're that deep when you go for the teleport, you want to teleport like back here, or if their layer carry's running away and they're chasing him, you want to teleport behind the tower. Teleporting right up front, if you teleport like right up there, they just kill you. But if you teleport right back there, drop the shallow grave, and then back off, you're good. Also, another actually, no, it's probably not worth mentioning. Okay, let's speed this up. Once it teleports, you could have gone to wherever the hell you're going a bit faster. Okay, you're going for a stack. That's honestly fine. With Templar Assassin, you can stack the Ancients for her. She can farm the Ancients. Yours might be too dumb to, but it's things she can do. And yeah, okay, this is back where we were. That heal told them where she was, if they didn't already know. And once again, you're stuck getting last hits here. If I look at the last hit charts, Templar Assassin has 9, and it's because of dumb shit like this. The only person on their team that has less, like, yeah, basically their entire team is more or less except their Ricky, and your supports. Like, the support, she's last of the course, and she had the safe lane with the Dazzle. Okay, that worked out well. That worked out well. That's fine. And I can actually go and look at that fight more to see what actually went on. Okay, Slark's here. That might be a kill, whatever. Did she just hit a timing or something? I doubt it, 'cause she has like 7 last hits. God, why can't I look at other people's shit? Replays are really bugged. I just want to see what's in our inventory, but I can't. I was gonna see if like some timing was hit, but no fucking clue. She is level 6 though, apparently. Okay. So it's just the Husker was on hot, and apparently this shit worked for her. Wait, what? I just want to see. Yeah, so Husker just let her get some hits and ran in the wrong direction. He could have run straight back and been fine. He ran over here, then he turned around. Took a hit. I on it. Okay. I just want to see what's in Templar Assassin's inventory. I guess she must have gotten a few good hits off. That's it. Refraction does do a good amount of damage. That's fine. I guess. I guess that makes sense. Invoker's coming in behind you too. That has to be an illusion, right? What the fuck is that? No, that's not an illusion. That's really Invoker? What?
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Okay. That's just strange. Slark's there too. This is just weird. But yeah, I think just what happened in the last fight was just Husker ran the wrong direction and then turned around and he got the Bloodseeker trapped too. And they just couldn't do anything. Yeah, you walked into that. That was dumb. Now you're not gonna be able to get your grave off in that fight. Okay. 12 minutes in, you haven't gotten a single shallow grave, and there's definitely a reason for that. It's because you keep not having the mana for it. You just walked into a silence. As a Dazzle, getting silenced in a team fight is just about the worst thing that can happen to you outside of dying or getting stunned. Whatever, getting disabled in a team fight it's just bad. Your Templar Assassin's probably dead right now. She might go invis and live through it, but okay, or not. Slark probably could have turned that and jumped in and gone the kill, but I don't know. I don't know his items are, and apparently I can't check them because the replay's bugged. But at my level, I would have expected them to turn on, get the kill on TA, then back off. Okay, I can't really see with your player perspective, but what's going on now? Templar Assassin dead. Okay. I called it, I just didn't expect it to be from Tower Diving 2v1. Wow, okay. Medallion of Courage, that was for. Okay, your team already has armor reduction, so I don't know how necessary that is. Shadow Fiend's possibly getting a Desolator, Sniper might get a Desolator, Templar Assassin, Templar Assassin literally on her own, her W's minus armor is enough to like take Roche. So I'm not too convinced on Medallion of Courage. And I guess it's kind of good against the Huskar anyway, but yeah, I'm just not convinced. I doubt you're gonna get this kill. Dropping that ward didn't do a thing. Unless you were planning on dropping that ward anyway, I don't get what that was. Did maybe you just panicked and hit the wrong hotkey for your medallion? I don't know. Also, you should have used your medallion there. You had it, minus armor, would have gotten some more right-click damage in. Probably wouldn't have mattered. I don't think the kill would have happened anyway. I don't think that minus armor would have been enough of a difference, but, okay. That was bad. Okay. Let's see right here.
Well, look what the cat drugged in. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You should have, you're coming from the trees there, he can't see you. You should have just let the arrow hit. And you might not have known when you cast it, but you should have known it was coming. You knew you were coming from out of vision, and, once the arrow hits them, then you can do all this shit. Like, that's always your initiation, if I'm honest with you, hitting the arrow, isn't it? Especially coming out of fog. Hitting Dazzle's Poison Touch level 1 is not good initiation. Stunning him for probably like 2 seconds would be good initiation. We give TA time to come over. Okay, she's a Yasha. That's what her items are. That's good, but and you can see he dodged it. I'm not sure if the arrow would have hit, because this creep would have died. He would have walked forward a bit, but I think it would have hit. Yeah, he would have been right there. That would have hit him. There were 4 people there. That would have definitely been a kill too. I think that was a mistake. When you're ganking and you have a Mirana, and in general, if you're ganking, hard disable first. It lets you land any skill shots. And Mirana's arrow is a hard disable. It lets you keep them back. Like a 33% slow is definitely not comparable to a fucking like stun. You should have dropped a grave on anyone there, but I mean, definitely the Shadow Fiend was the target. You see them all focusing on the Shadow Fiend. Bloodseeker's running after the Shadow Fiend, so he has him right-clicked. Huskar's jumping on the Shadow Fiend. Right now is about when I'd go for that grave. But you went for the weave instead, and he's probably 1 right-click away from death right now. Yep. I would have dropped the grave on him literally the second I saw Huskar jump on him. You still haven't used the fucking grave yet. Like, think about that. 14 minutes in the game, you haven't used the grave yet. That's definitely the reason this game went bad. Like 100%. Your team would have had 3 less deaths. This game would have been looking different. I mean, just straight up looking at the scoreboard, it would have been 7-6 instead of 7-9. Probably even like 8-6 or something, 9-6, because your carriers would have had more farm. They might have been able to get a few more kills. I can't like guarantee that. Maybe that would have been a turnaround a fight. You still haven't gotten a fucking grave off though. Okay, you get the kill, so it's 9-9. So even better, 9-6 by default. Your Shadow Fiend's dead 3 times, I think, in a way that's preventable. Yeah. And he has 3 kills even with that, even though he has like most deaths on your team. Actually, think about that. The carry in your lane, and the carry you should be protecting, your mid, those are the 2 I'd be protecting as you. I wouldn't worry about the dual cores off lane. They're the ones that have the most deaths in this game, and that's probably because you haven't gotten your graves off. As a support, when you're looking over replays, you need to be thinking about like enabling your carries. That's your job. Like, okay, there's your first grave of the game, and I think he's dead anyway. Okay, that was a mistake there. The Shadow Wave, you want to wait until the Shallow Grave is literally almost done, because otherwise the healing didn't do anything. The Shallow Grave didn't go to its full effect. You want to heal, because you know they're going to come out of the Shallow Grave with no health. That's almost guaranteed. If you Shallow Grave someone, they're going to come out of it with no health. So you want to land this literally the split second before it ends. You would have given them a bit of extra health, and their healths would have been the exact same as they are now. Except now you would have the extra, maybe take turn this, and he probably would have died anyway. But he would have gotten extra damage, and he would have been alive for longer if you Shadow Waved after the Shallow Grave was almost over. Okay, the Medallion definitely came out late there. I don't know why you guys are standing this far up. Someone's gonna die. You knew 2 people were there. and you saw someone teleporting in, and your like instinct is to go auto attack a tower. I don't know what that was, but someone was gonna die for it, and it might be TA. She might manage to live. Who knows? If they had vision of her going invis, then she's dead. There's something going on at the bottom rune, but you're not checking. That's map. Well, you're buying items. I understand, but map awareness is important. If you ever want to work on your map awareness, just basically spend a few games. You're literally just like staring at your minimap, like above all else, like except for maybe in like team fights, but even then you want to be looking at it, looking around, checking people's items. It'll make the rest of your play worse, but it kind of builds a habit, and it's fine to like to throw like 2 or 3 games, so it's gonna help you build habits that are good. Oh, you might be dead here. I don't think so. They don't see. Okay, now you're dead. You were just standing still while that Husker walked by. Yeah, now you're dead. No? Okay. That's weird. That would have been another good situation for Grave. Whatever. Your entire team's just like, yeah, let's stand still, invisible. That's a good way to play this game. Sniper's gotta die. Once again, if you expect to use the shallow grave anyway, hold the weave. And not hold the weave. Hold the shadow wave. It didn't actually matter there, but because you had the invis, so maybe it was right to just seal him first. But actually, let me check that. I just want to see that last 5 seconds. This is a cooldown of 6 seconds. So yeah, if you were to shadow wave and immediately follow that up with a shallow grave, you weren't there, so it's fine. If you are shallow grave within a second of your shadow wave, you won't be able to shadow wave at the end of shallow grave. God, those don't even sound like words anymore, to be honest. Okay, that was a bit of a misplay of the man of Marana. That was... You know that was wrong. I'm not going to yell at you about that. In the game, you 100% knew you misplayed there, so that's fine. I don't need to point that one out. Invoker's behind you if you looked at your minimap. That's kind of information you need to know. You're about to walk right into him. No? No? Okay, I thought he'd go for the kill. And there's a team fight going on down there. You should probably be looking at that instead of looking at your hero right now. No, it's not a team fight. It's random people on your team standing around in Viz. Oh no. It was team fight. Yeah. You weren't there, and you could have teleported back to the tower actually. The second I saw those heroes back there, like I immediately was like, whoa. If you looked down there, saw what was going on, you probably could have teleported to the tower, see if your Shadow Fiend. But you didn't look down there to make that decision. Like watching yourself walk down through trees wasn't nearly as important. That's not gonna get you the kill. Honestly, this game, dust or sentries or a gem or something is so necessary. 3 of their heroes escape through invis. So like 100%, you need some fucking detection by now. You should have had it a while ago. Honestly, that's kind of thing you need to see at the beginning of the game. Okay, there's the dust, but like at the beginning of the game, you should be realizing they have 3 invis heroes on their team. Just looking at the lineups and doing a bit of quick thinking is always good. I'll probably go through like 25 minutes in this game maybe, and then I'll be done. But biggest mistake here is all the missed shallow graves. Like that's the point of the hero.
Looks like dire structures are fortified. What's the matter with you? You just
yeah, but then detection's kind of like a secondary. Honestly, this game wouldn't have been bad. Just buy a gem, hand it to a carry. Okay. Okay, there's a grave there. That was good. But you healed him while the grave was still going. That literally doesn't do a thing. He's gonna live for that amount of time anyway. And you can tell from the graphic on Shallow Grave when it's gonna end. If you didn't know that, but I think you probably would. Okay, we're gonna go back more. For camera. Okay. Yeah, you can see this circle go slowly down, and once it gets to the bottom, it's up. And once it's like right here, you heal. Like once it's literally touching the ground, you go for your heal. Your heal doesn't have a cast point, or it's very low. It's like 0.2 seconds.
Where my shadow falls, there falls my fall.
Yeah, okay, it's whatever. Oh, I'm still going in slow-mo. That's sad. Okay, Ricky just got that kill. If you have the Dazzle to start team fight, I don't feel like going back and checking. Once the team fight starts and they have that many invis heroes, it might be okay to just dust. Because you know at least Ricky's gonna go invis 100%. Slark probably is gonna go. Oh, Slark purges off the dust. That might actually mean dust's a pretty bad decision. I don't know. It's probably still fine. Okay, just going up here to last it. It's fine, I guess.
Shadow wave.
Let's see how the net worth's going. Yeah, your Shadow Fiend's back on top of the net worth, and this is what happens when he doesn't die for a while. It was a pretty big mistake and possibly game losing that you let your Shadow Fiend die so many times. Literally just carrying a teleport scroll on you, if you're Dazzle, that basically guarantees your mid's not gonna die. Also, that's why as a support you don't like teleport to lane. You always are gonna be saving it for crap like that. You never know when you're gonna need to teleport mid or teleport top to save. But being able to be anywhere on the map within 3 seconds is so fucking huge, and you need to carry a teleport early game. It's only 50 gold too. Like honestly, probably not on your starting items, but I mean, if you have access to the side shop, maybe. But like, you're replacing like an Iron Branch, like that's what it is. And okay, you probably gonna teleport right now? No. Your teleport was always on cooldown. You just teleport top to farm, and that's kind of why you always need it on off cooldown. But you could have teleported there a bit ago, and you probably could have saved your Shadow Fiend again. But maybe you'd want to dust right now. I feel like Ricky's definitely on top of you. Let's see. I could totally be wrong about this. Where's Ricky? Ricky is apparently right there. So he was. That was right by me. Player perspective, Ricky. Yeah, Ricky's right there. I felt he would stick around because when he saw the sniper low health, he probably stayed around wanting to get a kill there. Once he came, he probably still stayed around because he wasn't expecting it. I think popping dust there would have been smart. A team fight ended. Ricky's still alive. Ricky was in the team fight. One of your carriers is at low health. It's kind of commonish sense. Ricky's going for that pickoff. So once you healed the sniper, I would have dusted right away. We can go back. See the second you healed. What was he doing? Yep. Okay. So he sees that sniper. Okay. He sees the and now he's going on it. Like I said, that dust would have been smart there. Okay. Player perspective. Okay, Huskar's coming in, now he's going to go for it again, they're going to kill you. Okay, that's fine. Your sniper's going to die though, would be my guess. Just a guess, but I think that sniper might be dead. I'm watching it from Ricky's perspective still. Okay. Okay, you got Husker. That's, you know what, I wasn't expecting the fight to go like that. You died, but Husker died. It's totally worth as far as trades go. Once again, if you expected the Ricky there, which you probably should have. Okay, you bought a smoke. I'm not sure what you plan to do with that smoke, to be honest. There are many people on their team you can kill. Because they're all just gonna go invis. I mean, you have the dust, so sure, but like there's also a chance that like everyone could show up right there. I feel like the time for smoking might even be over. If you had a team that was organized, smoke would be fine. But I really doubt you're gonna be able to like get the Mirana to go smoke into their jungle with you. It's some random unranked game. It's probably some pretty low MR. And I just want to see what happens with that smoke at this point, so I don't see it going well. You solo smoking isn't going to do shit. Murata's really the only person who can get to do it with you reasonably, like without interrupting their farm. I don't know. Like I would totally do this if I had a team that was organized. Like the way I like to do smokes is I just like to look around the map a lot. And if I see like two of my guys at a tower, I'll just teleport to that tower. Pop the smoke and like ping like that we're smoking, and I'll just like ping into the jungle or some shit. But if you're with a party, maybe that'll work. I just want to see what happens with it. It's possible you might just not use it, which is kind of what I think is going to happen. So you're not going to see a good opportunity for it. You already have Moonlight Shadow, which kind of takes its place. So that smoke actually is going to be around until the end of the game. Yeah, we're like 4 or 5 minutes later now. Let's jump ahead even farther. Still there. Okay, got used somewhere in that gap. Oh wait, no, it just got juggled around. Okay, it got used somewhere in there. Okay, it got used somewhere between here and like a minute from now.
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You're out of position here, 100% you're dead basically. This lane in the game you're losing, you shouldn't be that far up if someone else is in the lane, definitely. Okay, you panic used the smoke, so it wasn't even like a use. Yeah, I just didn't see how you would ever have an opportunity to use the smoke in this game. If your team's organized, maybe, but you also had Moonlight Shadow, which kind of takes its place. And you solo aren't gonna get a kill. Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, I can go back, but I think that the main mistake here was all the graves. Also not weaving right when the grave was almost over. The skill build ended up being fine, even though I thought it wouldn't. The item build, pretty much fine. Just, you didn't enable your Shadow Fiend, and like I said, your job as a support is to enable your carries. Make sure they get as much as they can. Make sure they get as big as they can, and you didn't do that. Your Shadow Fiend just didn't really get too much. He's down at, yeah, basically their entire team is bigger than him except for the Huskar. So I think that's basically everything. I'm gonna post this up to YouTube and send